All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What?
We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back!
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
No. We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Not the kind of person to say I told us so, but you know what? I told us so. I told us so.
I fucking told us so. Fucking told us so. Big up, people. Big up, Bob. How we doing, Bob? Big up, MX. How we doing? Alex again. There's two Alexes. Big. Gucci. We Gucci. Hold on. Did I miss any of these? No, I played all the videos I wanted to play. Lava. If you could suggest the solution, let's not focus on problema. A little bit of Spanglish there. Let's focus on solution. Let's not dismantle. If we not get a concrete substitute ready to use. I don't think that there is a solution. That's the problem. I think that when we first started to analyze what's going wrong with Liverpool at the current moment, that was at stage one. And that was the analogy that we used. We said, no one else is talking about this. This is what we want to talk about. Well, 6 weeks have passed since that point in time. That's 6 weeks that you're never getting back. That's 1, 2, that's back-to-back losses in the Premier League that you're never getting back. You're never getting that game back against United. You're never getting that Carabao Cup game back against Crystal Palace. You're never getting the Premier League game back against Crystal Palace. Again, what did we say after the Crystal Palace loss? We said Arne Slot has 2 weeks to go home, figure this out, implement something different against Manchester United. What did he do? He went home, sat on his fucking thumb, jerked off, did nothing, got paid £300,000, and then showed up against United and did the same fucking thing. So Fabrizio Romano has made it pretty clear that Liverpool are not looking for any managers right now. The club has made it pretty clear that they're not going to fire him. I don't really see what the solution could be. We've had 4 weeks off in the last 2 months to figure something out, and it's only getting worse. I mean, that's the telltale sign. When you start terrible and you just get worse, like, that's the reason why I don't have faith. It's because every week, rather than seeing incremental improvement, we see detrimental decline. Categorical, catastrophic, cascading decline. Compounding. I'm using lots of C's today. You might as well call me a fucking poet. But regardless, it's terrible. To be honest with you, the fact that he hasn't been sacked yet and he's going to be the manager for PSV, that alone is driving me crazy. But I've come to the realization, and I've made peace with the fact that we are terminal. I've made peace that nothing will come of this season. That it's basically a waste of an entire year. You're playing the rest of these games this season for nothing. You will win nothing. You will achieve nothing. You will rob these players of a year. You spent £500 million in the summer. I think that you are correct and you save yourself with the final sentence. But here's the thing, my firm belief. You could create these players in a video game. Let's say you were God and you got to just put all the attributes towards every single player and everything is maxed out, 99, right? You're literally playing a fucking video game and you've edited all the players and they all have the best stats in the world. Even if we play Slot's way, we still lose. We still lose. I have no faith in it. And we're going to get into it because I'm seeing what people are saying online. And, you know, I'm kind of annoyed that people are jacking my shit, you know? People are stealing my fucking thunder. People are saying what I've been saying for 6 weeks. I kind of get what it feels like when someone says, you're robbing my flow. You're literally, you're stealing my I mean, obviously you're not, because it's not like we have 500,000 people watching us every week. But, you know, I hate to say a toe-to-so, but a fucking toe-to-so. Everything is manifested. Every issue that we brought up, even when we were winning the games, even after Southampton, right? Because that was the first moment where we got into an argument, on stream because someone said that we were being too negative. And that was a win. We beat Southampton. And I'm just sitting there and I was like, what the fuck is, like, what are you watching? What are you watching? I mean, I saw people here. You know what? Let's just fucking jump into it. No more bullshit. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking dumbass shit. We've got to score these chances. Goals win games. Goals can give confidence. If you get the first, belief will grow. How about you fucking blow me? How about that? Did we score first against Bournemouth? Yeah, we went up 2-0. Almost lost that game. Did we score first against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield? Yeah, we went up 2-0 and we lost that game. Did we score first against Atletico Madrid? Yeah, we went up 2-0 and then we almost lost that game. What about Newcastle? Yeah, and then we gave up 2 goals to 10 men. Guys, you're looking too simple. This isn't just about scoring first. I firmly believe that Liverpool could go 4-0 up and still fucking somehow manage to lose the game. That's how poor this system is. Categorically, fundamentally. And it's crazy because, like, I kind of agree with Cal. I don't think that Slot is that stupid. I don't think he's that bad. But I think he's that arrogant. And I think that arrogance can make people fucking idiots. I think arrogance can destroy someone's intelligence in any scenario, not just sports, but like in anything. Arrogant people never get far. And even if they do somehow reach the heights of whatever it is that they're trying to reach, more often than not, when you see someone arrogant get there, there's a massive fall off. Something happens and it goes straight down the hill just as quickly as it went up the hill. Because you get this false sense of confidence that because I climbed this mountain so quickly, I must be God. I must be Superman. No one can challenge me. Now, I think that Jurgen Klopp was a little guilty of not being arrogant enough, if we're going to be perfectly honest. But that's a separate conversation, and let's not get into it. But yeah, fantastic example. The dude could climb to the top of the mountain, but how often, if ever, did he sustain being at the top of the mountain? Just saying. But I see so many excuses being thrown out there. I still see people talking about personnel. I still see people talking about the players' abilities. I just don't think some people have the ability to look at football. I think that people have the ability to analyze what they literally see, right? Like they're able to analyze the play as they see it, but they're not able to dig any deeper than what actually happened on the pitch. They're not able to ask themselves questions. They're not able to bring up hypotheticals. They're not able to do jack fucking shit. I mean, people say that Ibrahim Konate can't pass the ball. I got a 2-minute fucking comp here just from last season of Ibrahim Konate making chances. So you're telling me over the course of 12 months, he went from a good ball playing center back, not a great, but a good ball playing center back to the worst you've ever seen? Fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. If you still have the audacity to sit here and blame anyone in the back line, get the fuck out of here. You're out of your mind. You're absolutely out of your mind. And if you think that this hasn't been drilled into them, you're even crazier. Okay, but here's the thing. He's not playing to anyone's strength. He's only playing to weaknesses. He's playing suicide football. He's playing the worst system I have ever seen in my life. Like, I'm talking about, I have seen Sunday League teams on YouTube play better football than Liverpool. I watched Newcastle play 900 times better football than Liverpool. And you know what? It's an excellent thing. It's really good that I remembered that, because I noticed something in the Man City Newcastle game that I want to bring up. Give me a second. Find it. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. When is the last time you have ever seen Liverpool approach a structure like this? I want you to notice something. This obviously, if you watch the game, you'll know that Harvey Barnes ends up scoring from this. But I want you to see something. Do you see how tight that is? Do you see how tight the space in between the midfield and the front line is? I'm not saying that this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that we have analyzed every single game for the last 8 weeks. I don't think I have at any point seen a single moment where my midfield was so close to my front line. Not once. And I want you to watch something. Hang on. Did you see how tight it got? Did you see how basically the play started here? Instead of the front line bombing forward while the midfield has the ball, the front line came closer. And all of a sudden, the way you have to think about the game is that the pitch is built around where the ball is, right? Empty space that doesn't have players in it, that might as well not be a part of the pitch. The pitch is where the players are. So what Newcastle did in this moment was, in a 50-50 duel, they compressed the pitch. Bruno Guimaraes wins the ball. I don't know the player's name because obviously I'm not a Newcastle fan. But essentially, Bruno Guimaraes got the ball here. The front line comes forward, which all of a sudden opens up the 1-2. The 1-2 is played from boom to boom, and then eventually this will manifest into a goal. But the point of bringing this up is that the midfield and the front line were connected. The amount of space in between them was tight, which meant that if someone won the ball, there was going to be an option somewhere. That's not to say that when you structure like this, all of a sudden you're just creating chances left and right over and over and over. But you put yourself in a position to create, which I don't think Liverpool ever do. That's the main problem. We make things as hard as possible on ourselves because of the way that we structure our team. especially in the opposition half. And we have the examples from the game against Nottingham Forest that we'll go into. But you see that the 1-2 was played with Bruno Guimaraes, and now look at this. Now look at this picture. So we saw this here before, Bruno Guimaraes, right? And the numbers were even. It was man for man everywhere. But the front line dropped to the midfield because they saw that there was a duel. We got to win the ball. We got to move it forward. And now all of a sudden, what does the picture look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 3. That's the way I see it. What I see here is a 6 on 3. I see 4 trailing City runners who are behind the ball. I see 5 Newcastle players who are equal with the ball. And I see 3 City players who are in front of the ball. All because a simple 1-2 between the midfielder and the forward, after compressing the pitch, leads into an overload. And then, of course, listen, great finish by Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. But the point of me showing you guys that was the fact that I'm looking at fucking Newcastle and seeing things that I can't see out of Liverpool, and I took Newcastle's best player. Fuck off. And you're going to tell me it's a player problem. You know what? Let's not fucking waste any time. I don't have a whole lot of time today. Let's not waste any time. You want to see what's wrong with Liverpool fucking Football Club? You want to see what's wrong? Watch this counterattack, and let's see how many of you guys have brains. Someone tell me what's wrong. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what was wrong with that picture? I'll do it one more time. Can anyone tell me what's wrong here? This is a counterattack, by the way. Can anyone tell me what's wrong? You're using your head today. Now listen. This is a counterattack, right? Are our players being overzealous? Absolutely. Are we down in the game in this point? Yes. But you basically just took a fucking counterattack and you turned it into a 1v1. Again, this should be a metaphor for how we play. Notice that the entire midfield is absence. I mean, what the fuck are you calling for, Chiesa? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 4 guys in the middle of fucking no man's land. A 5th guy doing fuck all. And I've got legit no one on the right side of the pitch. My right winger, nowhere to be found. An outlet up the byline, nowhere to be found. But again, this should be a metaphor for what Liverpool do. When Asim freaks out when I say that we don't play with a midfield, and then I show you this, respectfully, bro, the fuck are you watching? No shit, we don't play with a fucking midfield. Open your eyes. Hey, look at this. This is ridiculous. I mean, like, on a fundamental level alone, it would be reasonable to say, okay, I get why there's no one here. All right, I will concede. You know what? Maybe no one has to be here. I concede that. The fact that there is no one in the right winger position for Dominic Szoboszlai to play down the byline, that is fundamentally criminal. And this, I don't care. You don't have him anymore. He's not in the fucking team. And I didn't like that style of play anyway. I shouldn't have to rely on my right back to kick a 60-yard pass to unlock a counterattack. It's a shit excuse. It's a poor fucking excuse. It's a straw man argument. You're just trying to grasp on anything to come up with any sort of reasonable explanation rather than actually analyzing what you're looking at. You're going to the very first thing. You're saying, I don't have Trent. Let's keep going. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this fucking picture. Curtis Jones. What is he supposed to do but carry? People tell me all of our midfielders are carriers. They can't pass the ball. They're all carriers. Do me a favor. Open your eyes. What the fuck else is he supposed to do here but carry the ball? How many times do you see this too? Guys, I know that these are just clips, but I'm asking you, how many times do you see this every game? Use your head. Oh, Curtis Jones, he's just a carrier. What is he supposed to do here? Look at stop watching Curtis Jones for a second. Everyone in the chat, stop watching Curtis Jones. Watch everyone else. Oh, keep your eyes right here, right? Follow me. Keep everyone look right here. See where this mouse is? Look here. And watch everyone in red and tell me what they're doing. Can anyone tell me? One more time for the people in the back. What are they doing? Need I say more? Need I say anything else? Can anyone tell me if that was difficult for Nottingham Forest to defend? Can anyone tell me if they think that Nottingham Forest are sitting in a low block right now? Does this look like a low block, guys? Is this what's considered a modern low block? Anyone? I mean, you complain about the fact that our midfielders can't pass, but then our midfielders are forced to run with the ball for fucking 20 minutes. And then look at what he's met with. Two guys immediately cutting off that passing lane. No pass here. I mean, this is not a high percentage opportunity. Even if he gets the ball, it's a 2v1. Like, what the fuck are we doing? But you're right. You're right. It's a personnel issue. We don't have ball manipulators in the team. You're right. We don't have people who can manipulate the ball. You know what we need? We need Curtis Jones to score this from here. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest with you. Curtis Jones should take the ball, run 100 miles an hour this way, and ping one top bins. That would solve all the issues, right? Now, Chiesa gets the ball, but then look what happens. Curtis Jones has to come in. He comes for help, has to turn around because he gets forced around because it's literally a 3v1. These guys have barely moved. Ball gets back to Chiesa. Then what are the options that Chiesa has here? I mean, look at this. Genuinely. What? Like Chiesa, this is what Cody Gakpo does. Imagine his name was Cody Gakpo and he was a 6'4" Dutch man rather than a 5'9" Italian. What is he supposed to do? 1, 2, 3 essentially on one. So he passes it to Virgil. Then Virgil passes it to Gravenberch. But again, do you notice the pattern that we go through? I ask you here, we just saw a 3v1 on the left wing, and now we see a 2v1 on the right wing. We just swapped sides of the pitch. That's our solution to attacking. Let's get the ball to the other side and see what we can do from there. I don't know what the fuck Virgil's raising his hand. And then this was my favorite picture of them all because I'm seeing this on Twitter and I know for a fact that we went to this exact moment right after the game. What am I looking at? Every single possible option that Virgil van Dijk has with the ball is man-marked. Man-marked, 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 triple 3-on-1, man-marked. Look at all of this space. It's almost like if my midfield were in fucking midfield, I could do something. I'm pretty sure that this is Curtis Jones. I'm almost positive that this right here in the 9 position is Curtis fucking Jones. That looks like Soboslai. That looks like McAllister. All 3 of them not in the fucking midfield. Virgil van Dijk basically being told, hey, you're the 10 now. Again, we're just recycling. And what do? Back to square one. Back to square one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in a line. 20, 30 yards from the ball with 3 defenders pushing the top. How is this a personnel problem? Can anyone explain to me? I'm all ears at this point. Can anyone tell me how the players are even remotely at fault? And like, I know it's not the players because we see this every fucking week. At a certain point, after 12 games in the Premier League, you got to say, you know what? I got to cut these guys some slack because they're being put to get absolutely fucked on the pitch. Arne Slot is putting them in a position to get fucking destroyed. That's what he's drilling into this team. How to not play football. I mean, this is just insane. Again, Andy Robertson on the wing. Look at what's around him. Look at this. What are we doing? Look at my pivot. That's Curtis Jones. That's McAllister. Look at all of this space. Once again, it's just, even if the players do find themselves in the right position, they're so static. They don't move. Hey, Mac, I'm not buying into this. Don't have the time. Also, why the fuck would he leave Newcastle? They don't fucking move. I mean, look at this. Look at yo, guys, you guys want to see some scintillating football? Check out this off-ball movement. Look at this. Look at this. You think that this isn't fucking drilled into them? You think that this isn't how they're being told to play? Soboslai, praise him. Just says, decides to finally say, you know what, fuck this. Takes a shot. But look at that off-ball movement. I tell you every week that the number one problem for Liverpool in one word is complacency. We're down 2-0. Does this look like a team that's urgent to score a fucking goal? Yeah, they can all blow me. I love these fucking piece of shit revisionists who are talking about the transfer window. Oh, if we only had gotten Gahey. Oh, if we had only gotten Semenyo. Shut the fuck up, dude. You have no ability to analyze the game. Zero. You're letting a fucking dude from America outball you. That's pathetic. Literally the same picture. Insane. Insane. 7 guys doing fuck all. My midfield, not in midfield. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Tell me I'm playing with a midfield. Does anyone believe that we are playing with a midfield? Let's do an actual poll. If you think that we're playing with a midfield, say yes. If you don't think that we're playing with a midfield, say no. I'll wait. If you think that we're playing with a midfield, tell me, what are they doing? And are they in midfield? Ash isn't even a fucking Liverpool fan. This dude doesn't even support Liverpool, and he can see it. He's an Arsenal fan. That's fucking Saka. But you're right. You're right. You're right. You can call me a cunt because I say that we don't fucking play with a midfield. You look like a real fucking smart guy. Can someone tell me, demonstrate what the fuck is Gahey going to do to change the situation? Please, by all means, I'm all ears. How does Mark Gahey fix this? How does Antoine Semenyo fix this? Please tell me. Yeah, no habla midfield. Tell me, how does Mark Gahey, how does signing Mark Gahey in the summer fucking fix this? I'll do you one better. How does any player, alive or dead in the history of football, fix this picture? Please. I don't think you guys understand the mental damage that Arne Slot is doing. I believe that we are now at a point where simply sacking the manager, it isn't enough. This cancer has metastasized throughout the entire team. He has utterly destroyed these players. Their confidence is nil. Their mental ability, their mental capacity is nil. They have no ability to recover from this. Whoever comes in, it's going to take a while just to unfuckulate what Arnie Slot drilled into this club. We're talking like, military grade reverse psychosis. That's the level. Have you guys ever seen A Clockwork Orange? Great Stanley Kubrick film. There's a very famous scene in that movie where they're trying to condition this man, and they sit him in front of a screen and they force his eyes open and they force him to watch a movie over and over and over. And they have a man who puts eye drops into his eyes so that he doesn't have to blink. Right? That's the kind of brainwashing that they were doing. That is what Arnie Slot has done to this team. And it is not going to be as easy as just changing who dad is. No, you're going to have to go to years of therapy to unfuck your brain. I mean, the fact that that he has conditioned these guys to the point where they don't even take any initiative. They don't even say fuck the plan and run. They don't try anything. I mean, you have completely removed individuality from this team. The only thing that saved us last season was individuality. It was the fact that Mohamed Salah put up the most GA in a 38-game season. Individuality. And you have removed that. You have removed the ability for that to even occur. All right. I'm ready for the fucking war. I'm ready for the war. And I'm ready to go after everybody. I know that me and this man don't exactly have the best history, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Because I'm 3,000 miles away and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Actually, I'm 6,000 miles away. Let's analyze this tweet. Because we can, because it's a free country. This isn't the UK. I can go on Twitter. Asim, watch this and you'll realize why Liverpool seriously need ball manipulators in the back line. No surprise, we looked decent before we conceded. We looked good for 15 minutes, and that's because Nottingham Forest were just dealing with the storm. We only really created 2 chances from that anyway. Serious mentality issue the moment we go a goal down. You can't coach that. All right. So he's saying, watch this, and I will realize that we need a ball manipulator. All right. This is the premise. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Well, I was reading the tweet first. Now I'm zoomed in. All right, so the premise here is we have to watch this, and this will tell us I attack everybody. And also he puts his opinions out online, and I disagree with them. So I'm analyzing. He's not the only person that I analyze. I analyze Lawrence McKenna. I analyze Eddie Gibbs. I analyze Hussam. I analyze Tom Little. I analyze Arnie Slot. I analyze Jamie Carragher, I analyze Gary Neville, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. If you don't want your opinion to be analyzed, don't put it on the fucking internet. So I'm supposed to believe that after watching this clip, we need ball manipulators. All right, let's watch. All right, I need a ball manipulator. Okay, I see a 1-2. Okay. Yep. Okay. Konate runs out of the press. All right. How do I need a ball manipulator? Genuinely, what am I looking for here? This video is supposed to tell me that I need a ball manipulator. But all I see is a triangle leading to Konate running out of a press. Thank you for saying it for me. Moving on. See, sometimes I don't even have to analyze because people have fucking brains. I don't know how that's supposed to tell me that I need a ball manipulator. And also, What is this? What is this infatuation with the back line being the creators? Can someone explain that to me? Like what is the fascination with thinking that the back line needs to be what unlocks the front line? I never said he was stupid. I said that the point that he is making doesn't make any sense. I didn't launch any personal attack to anyone. I said that the point that I just looked at made no sense. I analyzed it like any other opinion I would analyze on the internet. But also, I don't even know why I'm still engaging with you. You're just a troll. Bro, this is bullshit, dude. I'm sorry, Leighton. This is bullshit. 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 I don't know how I don't know how many things I have to show you to prove to the fact that I've said everyone doesn't understand how football works. Exactly. The man called me a cunt. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I also don't care. I'm analyzing people's opinions. Disagree? Go watch him. Suck a dick. I don't give a shit. Like what? You want everyone to have 5-star, 5-star? What is this, fucking FIFA? Bro, the number one issue is that these players never have people to fucking pass to in the build-up. How do you not fucking see that? How do you not see that? How do you not have the eyes to see that the number one problem isn't the player's ability to pass? It's the fact that the player doesn't have the ability to play a pass. There is no pass to play. There is no pass to be made. Well, that's because you said that someone else is a better human being than me. So I'm going to have a particular grievance with you. And yes, you don't understand football. You guys all have brains. Bro, what in the name of holy fuck are you on about? If you make a pass available, they'll play the pass with the weak foot. How do you not realize that everyone in the back line is being forced to play hero passes? We don't create through the midfield. We create from the back line only. We only try to create from the back. I have said this in the past. Arne Slot wants all 4 defenders to be 10s. Bro, you can stick your UEFA B license so far up your ass that you never find it again. I don't care. I have eyes and a brain. Come with a point, and then we can argue. Wednesday. Plans moved a little bit, leaving Wednesday. Exactly, bro. We don't occupy the center of the pitch ever. How many different fucking phases of play? How many different examples do I have to show you? That's why you're live right now. How many different phases of play do I have to show you? How many different examples do I have to give for you to understand that there is never anyone in the center of the park? I ask you, please go watch any other team in the Premier League. Literally every other team. I watched fucking Leeds play with a better midfield structure than Liverpool, and Leeds lost to Aston fucking Villa. I watched Sunderland play with a better midfield structure. I genuinely think that if people started to analyze other teams Because in the last few weeks, I've decided to say, you know what? I'm going to start looking at clips of other teams. I'm going to start looking at what are the fans of City putting on Twitter? What are the fans of Arsenal putting on Twitter? What are the fans of Chelsea putting on Twitter about their team? I don't. I analyze people's opinions and then I give my opinion. That's called a opinion-based analysis of an opinion. And I don't attack anyone. In fact, I actually showed respect, but then I was disrespected. So now I'm going to act disrespectfully. But listen, only because you're asking, all right? Only because you're asking. Yeah, but deliberately said, okay. That's because you think it's scripted. If you watch any other fucking team, I guarantee you, you would come to the same conclusions as me. If we all sat here and we all hyper-analyzed Arsenal versus Tottenham, I guarantee we would be like, I never see Liverpool do anything even close to this in the midfield. I guarantee it. If we looked at any of the attacks that led to Arsenal goals, I guarantee we'd say, oh my God, all three midfielders are in midfield or around the center of the pitch. Guaranteed. I'm not saying that Liverpool are the only bad team in the world right now, but I'm willing to wager that we are the only team on planet Earth as of today that attack like this. I'm willing to put money on the fact that you cannot as consistently with Liverpool bring up this picture because we see this every week. How many times have I showed you this? Every single game for the last 6 weeks, we've seen something along these lines. I guarantee you, there is no other team on the planet like this. I have looked at these, but here's my problem with this argument, Leighton, and big up to you because I did see your comment and I did respond to you. And I have no personal grievance against you. My issue with the average position is it doesn't tell the full picture. Number one, more often than not, I firmly believe that a player's average position is skewed because our players don't move. So obviously his heat map is going to be a little bit different when he's a static human being on the football pitch. That's going to be misleading. Another reason why I don't love the average position is that a lot of the times where Liverpool have the ball, we're not exactly doing anything with it. And none of the players are really they're not effective in the game. They are in a position, but the ball's never going to get there. So what's the point of even looking at that? Personally, I don't like looking at average position or XG or duels or any of this bullshit. Stats are stats. What I do is I watch the game. I have a separate sheet up. I mark down timestamps and I play full pace. I play without breaking copyright, full phases of play. To me, that is a better way to analyze the game than clicking on SofaScore. Does this not scream an average, a gigantic gaping hole in the midfield? Let's go even further. Does that not scream a gigantic hole in the midfield? Does that not scream a gigantic hole in the midfield? Does that not scream a gigantic hole in the midfield? Again, The midfield would be here. Does that not scream a gigantic hole in the midfield? Does that not scream a gigantic hole in the midfield? Again, this is the midfield right here. This is where the midfield is. Another major issue that I have with average position is that football is not a game of a static position of midfield. Let me explain. Again, this is just the way I view. Might not be the way that people are taught, but I don't really give a fuck. Football is not a static game, okay? Here we go. Ready? Let's all try to follow my logic. And then maybe, Leighton, you would understand me a little bit more if you follow my logic. The ball is on the halfway line. Would we agree that the midfield is here? Because the ball is here, the midfield is here. Yes? Yes, I'm assuming so. The ball is here. Therefore, the midfield is here. Now, if I move the ball here, is the midfield still here? Is this still where the midfield is? Or did the midfield now become here? Yes or no? Does the structure advance with the ball? Yes, it does. I know that, Leighton, but I don't just play still images. I play out the phases of play. And if you had watched right after Forest, we went over the entire first half. And I probably showed 15 of those minutes. If the ball moves forward, the midfield is relative to where the ball is. So if the ball's at the back line, well, then the midfield is here. Like when Konate has the ball here, let's say this is the ball, this is where Konate has it. The midfield isn't here. This isn't the midfield. The midfield comes to here. Everything moves in relativity to the ball. When the ball is here, guess what? Well, the midfield is basically here. And vice versa. When the ball is here, the midfield is basically here. When you're defending, everything is relative to the ball. So the reason why the average position annoys me is because in theory, perhaps you would see that McAllister's average position is here. Perhaps you would see Soboslai's is here. Perhaps you would see Curtis Jones's is here. But that doesn't tell you where the ball is in relativity to where they are on the pitch. For all I know, Curtis Jones could have spent 45 minutes right here, and then that would look like he was in midfield, but the ball spent the whole time back here. We don't know that. You really want me to pull up this fucking average position shit, dude? You're just harping and harping and harping. Hang on. I have to actually type in Liverpool because SofaScore. SofaScore just has every fucking match in the history of matches of all time. Okay. Let's take a look. Where... found this. Statistics. That's shots. Fuck his average position. Lineups. What is it? Oh, here we go. Players' average positions. Curtis Jones. It's a law. All right. Oop, hold on. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Hang on. No, I found it, Leighton. Okay. So let's take a look at the average position because Leighton wants to. Ooh, a little bit too zoomed. Hang on. Okay. This is as zoomed in as I'm going to go. All right. Let's take a look at Curtis Jones. So first question, based on average position, who played right back? Curtis Jones or Dominic Szoboszlai? I mean, if Curtis Jones is playing in the midfield, can you explain to me how he is in midfield? This would be the position that he occupied the most. How is he in midfield there? Dominic Szoboszlai, on paper, played right back. Again, does that look like where a right back would be? Not to my particular eyes. Alexis McAllister. Again, look how far advanced. I mean, this is the what? We got a hotspot here, hotspot here, hotspot here. That doesn't look like the midfield. Cody Gakpo, of course. Kirkes, that looks like a regular left back's pattern of play. Virgil van Dijk. Again, why is my center back's main heat zone right here? Why? Why is my center back in the position that my 8 should be occupying in attack? Again, that goes straight back to the still that I just showed you. Ryan Gravenberch. Again, everywhere, but nowhere a lot. Again, like, I don't think that this is a realistic way of analyzing the game. I don't think that sitting here and clicking on these and being like, where were they? Because where is the ball in all of these different phases of play? Where is the ball? Kev is not even a fucking Liverpool fan. And even he's like, bro, why is Virgil van Dijk sitting here so much that it's fucking blood red? Look, it's literally more red than the red circle. This circle is red, and it's so red that you don't even see the circle anymore. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Give me a second, people. Let's look at Arsenal's. Arsenal, 4-1 versus Tottenham. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you, Ash. Let's check it out. Ready? First central midfielder. His hot zones, his side of the midfield. Second central midfielder. His hot zones, his side of the midfield. I feel like this is Marino. Marino, mostly midfield. Who's number 10 for fucking... Is that Saka? No, Saka's number 7. That's normal. Trossard, that's normal. Is that Calafiori? That's normal. Timber, that's normal. Wow, look at that. Oh, you're right. Eze. My bad. Wow. So you're telling me that the number 10, his highest hotspot was at the top of the fucking 18-yard box? Isn't that fucking crazy, guys? Thank you, Ash, because you literally just proved my point for me. Again, that's why I don't look at this shit. Why would I look at stats when my eyes don't deceive me? I write down notes during games. I don't just watch the game. Listen, I'm not saying that Spurs are good, okay? But I'm also saying that Arsenal are the best structured team in the league. Arsenal have the most disciplined structure in the league. Liverpool have the least disciplined structure in all of Europe. Liverpool are on form the worst team in Europe. Not just England. The entire fucking continent. Liverpool are the worst team on the fucking continent. And we spent £500 million. I spent £500 million to be the worst team in all of Europe. Guys, we have lost more games than Ruben Amorim has in 2025. Liverpool have a -6 goal difference in the last 180 minutes. Liverpool haven't scored in the Premier League since like the 56th minute against Aston Villa. That's over 250 minutes of football of no goals. I'm actually not super nervous because Champions League is just a different beast. Although Anfield is going to be a fucking library. Absolute library. I feel bad for all the people that are going, but I also don't feel bad because they're the ones who turn this atmosphere into a fucking shit show. I see all of your comments, but this is just too funny. You're very humble. Peter, I agree with you. Send that telegram. I mean, listen, this is what I feel like when people like Bull and people like Tom Little and people like Asim and people like what's it called? What is it? It's not Anfield TV. What's the Red Men TV? This is what I feel like when they try to talk to me about ball.
Would you mind loaning me some of your lipstick, Mom? Because I want to at least look pretty the next time you decide to f me.
It's that simple. It's that simple. You don't bring anything to the table, and you ignore all of the actual issues. Again, the fundamental argument that I keep hearing is that we don't have the proper players. Okay, well, if you don't have the right players to play this system, which I firmly believe that there are no players on the planet for, why is he still doing it? Again, that's just another direct issue of Slot. You're saying he doesn't have the players to play his system, and you're blaming the players, rather than blaming the manager for putting out players to play a system that he should know can't do it. That's okay. I'd rather not live in England. I'm happy here in America. I can tweet and I can go on YouTube, and I don't have to worry about the police knocking on my door. It's not even about stress-free. I don't even care if there was chaos. I just want structure. I don't see structure. I don't see structure. Ever. In any way, shape, or form, defensively or offensively. Yes, I am a plastic fan for not applying for the head coach position at Liverpool Football Club. You're right. But also, there's a reason why international fans exist. And just to let you know, without international fans, your league would be the worst league on the planet. Without our money for your TV deals, you'd be worth nothing. Without our interest, no one in the world would care about England. Without our interest in your sport, there would be no interest at all. I kind of already addressed this. I feel like we're too far gone now. I feel like we're way too far gone. I don't think that anyone's going to save us. I think that if you get another manager, okay, I'll break it down for you. My thoughts are, I want a manager who will build a system that I believe in. So I've already accepted that I'm terminal. I'm not winning anything this season. It is out of my mind. I don't care. So because I've come to that conclusion, I want to get rid of this guy, bring in someone new, try to establish a style of football, and go from there. It's the best way that I can put it. I've accepted I'm not winning anything. So let's move on. I don't believe in the vision. I see what he wants to do. I think it's idiotically fucking stupid. And if you think that it's not stupid, I really am questioning your ability to watch the game. And that's an American telling you that. You should feel ashamed. Some doggone shame. Fuck no. I'm not one of these guys that's gonna have a conversation. Like, I don't care about names, dude. I analyze who's at the club. And ultimately, FSG will decide when he goes and who he brings in. I don't know, man, but there's people who get paid millions of dollars to make these decisions. I'm leaving on Wednesday, but I had an hour. So I was like, I'm going to squeeze this in. Also, that's none of your damn business. Either way, we tried to bring this up in stage 1 and everyone wanted to ignore us. Now everyone's singing the same tune, saying the same thing. It ended yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday. So it ended. 30 what was it? 33 straight days of streaming. But ignore him. But there really just is no other way to put it, you know? You want me to sit here and come up with a solution? This is my solution.
No. We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
That's my solution. It's that simple. You know, you can either accept that or you can ignore that. I'm just gonna choose to accept the fact that it is what it is. We're fucked. There's no other way to put it, dude. I don't see this manager changing anything against PSV. I sure as shit don't see us changing anything against West Ham. And I think if you have confidence to beat West Ham right now, you are out your goddamn mind. You are truly insane. Truly unsavable. Yeah, Areola will save us. Sure. It's a sad time. We spent £500 million. You know what I love? I love that people are blaming Isak for only getting 14 touches in a game. That's what I love. After everything that I just showed you, can you explain to me how he's supposed to get more touches? Can anyone in here tell me a team that gets the ball to the striker all game without a midfield? Does that exist? Come on, I know I got a lot of real ball knowers in here. Can anyone name me a team that gets the ball to the striker consistently without a midfield? Anyone? He does need a protein bar. Well, judging by the lack of responses, I can't see anyone who can give me a team. So my point is proven there. I blame 8 out of 10 of the issues up front on the fact that there isn't a midfield connecting the back line to the front line. That's it. Okay, I'm not counting teams that sit in low blocks and play long ball. That's different, all right? Liverpool can't play like Burnley. I'm talking like actual teams. Teams that are going to fucking win something. When's the last time Real Sociedad won anything? Again, guys, I'm talking about teams that win shit. When I say, can you name any teams, I'm really saying like 6 teams. I'm saying Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, City, PSG, and the rest of the heavy hitters. That's when I say any team, that's what I mean. The teams that are like us. Liverpool can't show up every week and just park the bus and go long. Teams will just sit back and say, you know what, let's just leave the ball in the middle. I'll take a point. Let's go. Guys, how many times did we put the ball out wide and try to create in a 2v1 or a 3v1? Probably the whole fucking game. I don't think I saw a single attack manifest from a central position. Not one in the last 2 games. Against City and against Nottingham Forest, I don't think I saw a single attack manifest from the middle. At least you remember At least you fucking remember. I said this same shit all last season, even when we were 10 points clear. Motherfuckers didn't want to hear it. They're like, we're winning the league. Shut up, you Debbie Downer. So I was like, all right, I was conditioned. I was socially conditioned to shut up. I don't think that vaccines are the solution. The fact that you even have that you feel the need to say that just proves how fucked we are. We played with a striker in Darwin Núñez. The fuck you mean? Hey, listen, we were playing Soboslai at right back even when Frimpong was healthy. So there is no saving this fucking man. I know that's what I was just saying. Don't when I ask if there's another team that plays a certain way, don't fucking say Burnley. Bro, we've conceded as many goals as Nottingham Forest. We have a minus goal difference, dude. We spent £500 million to lose 50% of our games 12 games into the season. Even if we had drawn some of these games, I would still be slot out, but at least the pain would be a little less. Guys, we went from 5 point. You know what? Give me a second. I want to be 100% accurate when I say this. Liverpool had a 5-point lead in the Premier League at one point. Since Liverpool had a 5-point lead in the Premier League, we have an 11-point deficit in the Premier League. Ain't that just so damn shabby? 5 points ahead to 11 points behind. That's a 16-point swing. Ah, but it's the players. The players just aren't good enough. $16-point swing. Do you understand the magnitude of a 16-point swing? That is absurd. That would be like if Liverpool had a 16-point lead. Imagine Liverpool had a 15-point lead on top of the Premier League, and then 5 weeks later, we're 1 point behind. Could you even fathom? No one wants to look at it like this, though, because it just hurts too much. It hurts too much to look at it like that. It's too shameful. Imagine we had a 15-point lead and we lost the league. That's what is basically happening. And it's only 12 games into the season. No. They tried to shame me for being a calculator. Well, you can calculate these nuts on your fucking face now, bitch. Not you, but the other people. You're getting it. You're getting it. Anyway, we've been live for an hour. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Liverpool indeed suck the most utter fucking ass on the planet. We are the worst team in Europe. There is no question. We are absolutely awful. We've been saying this for weeks, though. And now the rest of the world is caught up. The future is not looking bright. It's looking pretty bleak. Things seem to be pretty terminal around here. No confidence going into PSV. No confidence going into West Ham. If he loses against PSV at home, I don't see how you could keep him no matter what. If he loses to West Ham, if you keep this guy, there should be FSG out parades. I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching that game. I'm doing other shit. But either way, Let's just sum up how I feel right now for you. How about that? We're going to do what we did at the intro, and we're going to do it again for the outro.
All right, gold member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What? We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back! We're back!
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
It's time to go!
Time to go. It's time to go. I got 2 more bangers, though. I fucked up the whole order of these things, but I don't give a shit.
No, 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 no. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Not the kind of person to say I told her so, but you know what? I told her so. I fucking told her so.
Fucking a toad so. Anyway, big up to all you people. The accuracy in that quick jam. Eh? Listen, bro. At this point, all you can do is laugh. That's it. That's it. All we can do is laugh. It's the only way to cope with how terrible things have really gotten for us. And they've gotten so bad because most of our fan base looks at Arnie Slot and they say this.
Would you mind loaning me some of your lipstick, Mom? Because I want to at least look pretty the next time you decide to me.
And the fact that we went 3-0 down to Nottingham Forest and our fans didn't do this.
Fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!
At least Arsenal had the dignity to call it out themselves. You know what I mean? Big up to them. They're 11 points at the top of the... Well, I'm sorry. They're 6 points at the top of the league, 11 points away from the defending champions. They're flying high. They're happy. And the reason why they're so happy is because their manager doesn't pull shit like this for his pregame speeches.
Won't someone please peg my anal canal? Everybody! Won't someone please peg my anal canal?
That's genuinely what I feel. I think that Arnie Slot preps games like that. That's how he approaches them. That's what he says. But either way, I've had enough fun. I've had enough fun. Big up to you guys. Appreciate you being here. Smash a like. Hit subscribe. I'm going to leave with my favorite one again. Peace out, people.
No, 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 no. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely